Greetings, peace and blessings. Hey, clap it up, everybody, clap it up. No, give honor to the ancestor source, most high, all in one, one and all. Yeah. So I gotta keep releasing because I'm, a part of me honoring this healing and this energy and this flowingness and everything in between, or no, there's no in between, but everything is to deliver this message. If it doesn't resonate, we don't really care. Let it fly. Share it. Whatever you feel, got it to. So what if spirits like, what if I told you that you had to experience, all these things for your soul ascension? You had to experience this connection with your mother to realize that you were healed to heal that matriarchal part of your being. You were here to heal that. What if I told you that a part of you not being growing up in a family dynamic is to create your own family and then create the narrative that you desired, or that your blueprint that was given to you prior to you being here? What if spirit showed you that all the things you've experienced was to show you the dark side of that, only for you to create the blueprint of the beauty of it? The healing process of that. To show your family and whomever else that this is a part of me standing in my power. This is a part of me knowing that I too can heal and honor that, my soul, what my soul came here to do. See, this is a part of the Phoenix rising. This is a part of what you may hear, let me turn this down, is some people may call it, the new world order or the new, because it's renewing your mind. You're renewing the way of your thinking. You're renewing your lifestyle. You no longer want to hold on to the old. That's why Spirit is like, that's why death is going to be a theme. What if Spirit is saying that people taking that, going through, going to the hospital or going to get this, the jab or whatever you want to call it, or having to get these experiences and go through these things for you to create a new lineage, for you to create a new narrative, because it's beyond your control. It's beyond, that's why you came to this awareness now, because it's beyond your control. Control is the biggest illusion. Separation is the biggest illusion. So we have to see that a part of the cleansing on the earth is the death of the old that no longer serves us, meaning the family, the places that we live, the way that the patterns, the old way, the old narrative, the old paradigm, to create and ushering a new. This is a part of the process and trusting and learning what it is to surrender to the flow of life, rather than going against, what your soul is calling you here to do. And so this is the beauty of it all. Had I not experienced and then actually surrendered to the emotions. Spirit was just telling me before I even started to create this, to my brothers, you're facing your grandfathers and great-grandfathers, their emotions, healing their emotional trauma, their experiences here. To my sisters, you're healing yourself, your mother, your great-grandmother, healing those unhealthy patterns. You're choosing that. You're choosing to break that cycle and release those old narratives of how it is you're supposed to be living here, how it is you're supposed to be working a 9 to 5, or gaining all this knowledge of what? Only to what? Get to this place now. For you to find out that you're supposed to be living for you and being of service to others, allowing your soul to expand your horizon, allowing what you're, channeling the gifts that, the very thing that, whoever you grew up with, them telling you, oh, you shouldn't do this, go here and do this, do that, do this. But no, now, when you did listen to those people, what did it do now? Only for you to get this awareness now that what you knew you loved to do, what your soul was calling you to do when you were young, that ecstasy and bliss and that, that beauty, that everything that you felt in those moments when you did what you love. Now, the divine is showing you, look, I gave you that I gave you that. I wanted you to see what that was there in those dark moments, only for you now to return to it, now to share it. Because when you were younger and when we experienced these things, we shared it. We wanted everyone to see, look, mom, look, dad, look, people, look, everybody. And then taking on these programs and learning from everyone else, but only not to listen to the source within us, to the creator that's within us. Now to come back to these things, and now for some people it can be so traumatizing because you're not only healing through that and unlearning through that, you're now picking up the pieces, or you're picking up pieces of your heart, healing that, mending that, forgiving other people, letting other things go, all while trying to remember and embrace that child, that little girl, that little boy, the essence of who you truly are. And return to those gifts, whatever creative gift, whatever, and learning that it's not a curse. Everyone wanted to say it was a curse. Everything, it's amazing how you were the curse growing up. Oh, everything you do, you shouldn't do this, da-da-da-da. Making it seem like it's portrayed as a curse. But Spirit is showing you, I wanted you, I chose you to go through that healing. I chose you out of your family. I chose you out of the whole world to experience this. Now for you to stand in your truth, rise like the phoenix that you are. Now to create a whole new narrative. Now to create a whole new world order for yourself. This is divine order. You're creating a new world order, a new order of things. This is why things are dismantling and falling apart. You are creating a new order of how a relationship, loving yourself is first. Then to be able to love someone else. You're creating that. Not just for yourself. You're creating that order now to pass down to your kids. You're changing that narrative. And see, the very thing is no different than when those people in your past try to, oh, you shouldn't do this. They not meant to go with you now. Because now that you came through the storm, and then now you're seeing yourself as a light, there are going to be others that support you on your journey. Now it won't just be just as many that was against you. It will be just as much, just as many now alongside you that will support you. Because you were never alone. This is why you had your spirit guys, your spirit team, the creator with you the whole journey. For you to get through those moments. For people that were jealous and whatever it was, that want to destroy you, however it was. And no, now you're here. Only to realize now, wow, I'm here now. Let me give gratitude. Now I can walk in this. Now even those that want to stay in the dark and see that they still going to see you. They were a part of your elevation. They were catapulting you. They were preparing you for this moment to shine. Just like this, they preparing you. They were lifting you up into the light. Showing you, man, I do not want my child to keep going through this. I don't want my child to keep being around this. Maybe it is for me not to. No, it's okay for me not to want to live like the world or be like this or to accept this. Because that's your soul calling you to do that. Our ancestors knew that in freedom there was death, but death again wasn't something to be afraid of because they knew that their legacy, when they lived through their truth and authenticity, they knew that their legacy, what they did, would trickle on in eternity and forever. They knew that their legacy was more valuable. Them living their truth, standing in their power was more valuable than what anyone any fucking naysayer anybody had to say, because it wasn't for them to do it. And this is why now you leave them there. You always choose you. In a sense, you choose you, choosing your peace, choosing your, your self-worth, choosing to value yourself, choosing to honor and love yourself more and more and more. Will people return? Yes, but only to see how much you've illuminated, only to see how much some people come, they cycle around only to see how much you change. They're gonna always have so much to say, because they wish it with for some they're gonna wish it with them. Sometimes when they come back around, they may have changed. Some will, some won't. Some will die in whatever their suffering is. Some choosing. This is what they came here to do. They're choosing their path. Now it's time for you to choose yours. You're in alignment now. To all souls around the world, all nations. You don't dim your light for anyone. The phoenix has rise. The phoenix is rising. It's already here. That's the energy now. Your calling is going to keep calling. That's the beauty of it all. You are here to change that narrative. There's no other way around it. So what? They're going to see the greatness now. Because you've seen the greatness within you. That's always been there. That's all that was instilled in you. The greatness when you came here. Upon your crowning here. With whomever received you. As the Creator said, the source, I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. I knew you. So how can anyone tell you who it is for you to be who you are and what you came here to do as a man or woman, or as a reflection of the divine? Because it's energies. You had to experience, from a woman, you had to experience what it was not to honor the divine feminine aspect, to now balance the masculine within you. You had to see what it was to be a wounded divine feminine. So no longer will you project onto whomever it is, kids, family, women. And see, this is why a lot of people don't like themselves, because they don't honor what's within them. They don't honor the divine within them. Some women don't like themselves because they don't know what it is to honor the divine feminine. Meaning that you are connected to all women. That which you speak on another woman, you speak on yourself. Same with men. You don't honor the masculine within you because, you've been a wounded masculine. Because maybe the father wasn't there, or certain things that you learned through other men. Again, you learn these things. You taking on these things only now to release them. From learning from experience. Same with women. It's like if you wasn't born to hate anyone or dislike yourself, anything about your body, you were given this vessel. But something within you is greater than just what this vessel looks like, because this is going to always change. When I was a kid, I wasn't worried about growing a beard. I didn't even ever know I was going to get tattoos. A lot of stuff we see other people do is trending. That's like the world. It's trending. But don't you want to be trending? Being in your authenticity? Yes, I want to be trended. Let me be shared for the world, for me being in my authenticity, for me loving myself, for me shining my light unapologetically. Not caring if someone, I don't want nobody to be afraid of me. If they're intimidated, it's because that is something within them. If they hate or want to project onto me, that's something within them. It has nothing to do with me. See, this is a part of learning through the healing and the ascension. Is knowing that none of that stuff matters. We're coming out of the dark now. Because we know what it is to honor the dark. We sat with the dark. We made friends in the dark. We like, shit, I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of you. Nobody else. Like, this is what it is. Okay, now look. This is what, you sat with yourself. Look, all right, we cried enough. I'm not finna sit in this no more. Y'all coming along? If not, because look, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm here to do. Some of us, in a sense, as funny as it sounds, you got to make friends with with the spirits, or like, you know, the demons or something, because it's like, you're like, what? Man, for those, you got to sit with that shit. You got to know what it is to sit with the fact that, and make peace that, look, man, I know this person went and got this, you know, I know this person went and did this. Okay, now I got to make peace with that. I got to make peace with the fact, okay, am I going to cherish this moment knowing that, again, this person is, I don't know when they're going to go. Or do I listen to myself and know, like, okay, this is no longer serving me. I'm not at this place. I no longer want to, you know, be around this. I want something greater. The world is changing. It's a shift. Judgment is upon us, people. This is how some people, this is their judgment on how they're going to go out. You see it in the school system. You see it in the government. All this stuff is being exposed now because it's a part of our alignment here. It's a part of what the new is coming in. Everybody's not going to surrender to those things. Everyone is not going to adapt to that. People are going to rebel. People are being called to certain places for your divine protection. And so that you can be in a place where you can live in harmony and bliss. This is why this is all a part of your soul journey, your soul ascension. How beautiful is that? To be a part of creating something anew. So you had to sit with that darkness of knowing that, again, this is going to happen to everyone. So let me enjoy this while I can. Let me embrace this while I can. Let me mourn or grieve while I can, then to go. Some of us know it gets that deep. You're seeing people knowing, like, man, let me give them their flowers now. Let me cherish them now. Let me love on myself and love on them now. Some of us, you know, are chosen to just allow that spirit to go through their journey with peace. Some of our mothers and fathers, man, people in our life, man, they've been suffering enough. They've been going through stuff enough, bro. I cannot say this enough. They've been going. Some of the stuff I've seen, I witnessed, I realized, I'm like, man, some people just deserve just as much of your light because they only see darkness. This is why a lot of us had to come to this awareness, a part of what it is to do our shadow work, and then to honor the light, and to see no judgment into what people do. They're going to do what they're called to do. But how in a way can I empower myself? Because this is what a lot of us are struggling with. And you don't have to struggle no longer, but this, a lot of us are, you know, trying to keep things neutral right now. It's that you're healing yourself. You're going through what you need to go through. Then for those that have children and, you know, you're the guardian, you're trying to, oh man, how is this going to work out? How is this going to work out? And you're learning this process of what it is to surrender and trust. To trust again, to love again, to be loved again, to heal, to honor that, to open yourself up to the world again, to open yourself up to you again. Through the whole process of taking care of you and your kids, or, you know, taking care of you and family members, certain things. And I'm telling you, yo, it's breathe. For some, take a step back. It's okay to call out. It's okay to do this. Sometimes the spirit is nudging you to say, look, I got you. We got you. Do you know what it is to surrender and trust? Do you know what it is that there's someone else, that's somebody that's going to help you? Do you know what it is? That's a part of embracing the unknown. As crazy as it may sound to some, but look, one thing I do know on this journey with myself, the Creator, the divine has never failed me. As long as I've been listening and honoring my own path and standing that vibration of love, whatever I put out energetically is going to come back. Ask me how it is I stay in the joy, I keep a smile on my face, or, you know, just stay optimistic. That's why I tell people, I encourage people to stay optimistic about everything. Just stay in that joy. Yes, the world is changing. Everything is changing. But just know, just tell yourself everything's going to be all right. Sometimes you got to remind yourself it's going to be all right. It's not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a new one. That's what the age of Aquarian is. We've been in this age of Aquarius or Aquarian age. A lot of things, again, we're coming into the alignment, and certain people had to come into alignment here. This person had to come online here. It doesn't happen when we want it to do. And another thing, Spirit is saying, like, you have to know a part of you having this soul, ascension and rebellious spirit and living in your truth is not everyone wants to let go of their old paradigm. Not everyone wants to know what it is. Not everyone's going to comprehend what it is for you to live a life of, eating more healthier or wanting to travel or living, traveling the world, however that is, in an RV, you just living with yourself, not wanting to be around people. You going off the grid. What else? You traveling to another country. Just anything to where it's outside of the norm for other people. Because that's where you leave them there. We're coming into beautiful moments. What is this? The 28th. Well, we're in the energy now. A lot of energies we're in. So a part of what's happening, we're letting go of the old, of what's familiar, and coming into a new. That's what's. I'm telling you, this is what a lot of people are like this. They're like, man, I don't know what's going to happen. You got to know in these moments, those are divinely guided here from all around the world. It's all right. It's okay. Trust it. Love it. Embrace it. All right? Peace and blessings. Take care of yourself. Shalom.